Listen to the forest and the tale that is sung. Your adventures have just begun. A place where heroes are truly blessed. Welcome to Evermeadow. What is your quest?
We awaken after a night of much merriment, spent in the company of true friends and religious zealots alike. And yet, the smile I held was done so in great effort, for my blood called to return to the place of my origins. At least, the origins I can recall in my faintest memories. Even now, the roots of corruption encompass my mind with its eldritch glow, while my physical form is plagued by a rising energy the likes of which the Order of the Sea has only known. What was the nature of my birth meant for? To curse a newborn to a life of fury and strife? Would it be even worse to accept that I was born some sort of man-like entity, as aged as I appeared now, and thrusted upon the spiritual community inhabiting the Palm Isles? Few things have brought me comfort when the storm rises in my blood, but basking in Ezra's radiant glow, and my beloved, whose love burns with an intensity that puts the damned ball of light to shame. Yet, we embark on a selfish journey of clarity for myself, which requires the sea's rite of passage, straight across the domain of my terrifying origins. Will I be able to hold steadfast to who I am and avoid devolving to the beast I've held at bay? Or do I accept who I was destined to be? Nay, I reject these outcomes and choose to seek the wisdom of my homeland. In hushed tones, whispers of a prophecy have surrounded the mystic sanctuary, and if any mortal can aid my pursuits, it must be Harkana. But no time for all that pondering now. It's time for a most excellent adventure! We spoke with Flanagan before we left the Chimp's Chestnuts, and have picked up another bottle from last night's shindig. Seems the drink is starting to become him, much like Volrog did in the past. We all have our demons, don't we? Still, his magic is powerful within, and with a sense of wonder and whimsy, we walked through nature back to the Park District of Castletown, in the same way we had gotten to the Abor Manor. Rest in pieces. We traveled to King Leonari, where we informed him of what Benedici and Lazrael humbly requested, which was to possibly allow Holyherb back under the kingdom's banner and to accept a meeting with the two to discuss things. A talk, I'm sure, that will occur while we travel the rolling waves of Planet Alima. Perhaps when we return, we can inform him of the revelations we had learned from Dusk, like oh so many gods, maybe even his, have perished, and Asmodeus has corrupted so many in the darkness. Not to mention that Dusk will be waging a preliminary war of some kind before the supposed end of days begins. But he was kind enough to secure a ride for us to travel to the Palm Isles with a gentleman we met later in the harbor who is immigrating there. We met a goblin who claims to be of the Stonebrew clan and must take the place of his brother from the Palm Isles, so I suppose he has dwarf blood in him somewhere. Dying Joe is an unfortunate name, yet he seems well enough to me. A mysterious man, no doubt, but we all have our secrets. And through our oceanic trip, I'm sure he was just trying to get us to stop digging up his past or current life. Whatever the case may be, I trust him to captain this ship to lands far away.
Captain's log, 20th of Cloverton. After paying my dues to His Royal Highness, the moolah I spent was returned by his most devout and fearsome protectors of the realm, who wished to safeguard my ship. Well, not my ship, but a ship that had a letter addressed to me, signed with an M that spoke of a great destiny ahead that can only be achieved by this boat and by a band of brave souls. If I didn't know any better, I'd say my luck is turning around. Well, give it time. Captain's log, 21st of Cloverton. First day had smooth sailing, Though you'd think these landlubbers were divorcing their small elf baker partners with how many cookies they were tossing. But this is a gang of helpy helpertons, and a musical bunch at that, especially the ones they call Ivreese and Core. Seems the crew's taking a liking to them. Captain's log, 22nd of Cloverton. What the bloody fuck changed between yesterday and today? Granted, there has been an eerie vibe on the ocean this trip so far, mostly from the sea elf and the crow's nest, but a Godspeed damned ghost found its way on our ship. Any other day, I'm sure it'd ravage and haunt every crew member on board. But these passengers radiate some kind of, divinity. I'm just gonna assume they'll draw chaotic beings to us. Yet the ghost just held us hostage until the riddle that bound it to this plane was solved instead of trying to turn our organs inside out. I expect the Reaper any day now, but it seems I won't be shaking hands with him this day. These folks be pretty clever, I tells you, for they got it right off the bat, and the ghost disappeared like dust in the wind. He's not gone for good, though. He's stuck in this world just like me. Yet maybe a god will have mercy on him at least. The shipmates found a treasure chest off the port side that was afloat on driftwood. We didn't give no fuss about the heroes taking the contents. Hell, we'd still be stuck at sea until our rations ran out with that ghost. Ain't no way these boys are clever enough to be solving no puzzles. They found a weird purple ingot, though. Wonder what the fuck that's about. I still can't believe it, though. In such a short time, we have made so much headway. I'm friggin' tired. I should, Captain's log, 23rd of Cloverton. What's so important about this voyage that a teleporting thief feels the need to appear on board and steal these heroes' goodies from under their noses? When I get my hands on him, he's gonna have a new hole to stash all his loot in. I need to stop thinking about him, though. Especially after a swarm of generous mermaids gave the passenger some kind of lightning potion. I don't know if it's a bomb or something you drink. Just don't do it on this ship, please and thank yous. I'm starting to feel a bit queasy, too. After all the portals our ship ran into to speed us even closer to our destination. Here's hoping tomorrow will be a better day. Captain's log, 24th of Cloverton. It was not. Not only did we get another fucking ghost holding up us with his baggage, but he must have called a friend because a ghost ship rose up from the sea and tried to board us. Luckily, Sunny roasted it with green flames, Miss Olivia sprouted wings from her back and shimmered the ship in pink energy, Core and her dragon blasted so many sunshiny holes in their ship, Ivreese busted out some killer tunes, Volrog called fire from the heavens, and Zentara chucked a torch through its form. After all that work, the bloody thing just disappears. It dropped plenty of loot for these guys. Whatever, take it, please. I want no mementos from this day. We sent that ghost packing and we were able to make incredible progress. Guess I'm entitled to some happiness, right? Captain's log, 25th of Cloverton. So I've sailed plenty in my time. Never once have I seen what this gang refers to as Koopies. But I'm getting some interesting ideas looking at them. We persist and pressed on against this temperamental ocean. Captain's log, 26th of Cloverton. That dirty bastard stole more coins today. They weren't even my coins, but come on, man. Well, I'm sure we'll catch up to him one day. Or accidentally stab him when he teleports on board. Captain's log, 27th of Cloverton. Well, would you look at that? Someone can materialize on our boat and not be an asshole. Some crafty vendor sold another of those purple ingot things to Volrog, and we've made fair progress today. Captain's log, 28th of Cloverton. Two things of note today. We just couldn't figure out our direction today, and a crewmate found a potion in the ocean labeled Goblinade. I think I've heard of that before, but after watching Santara drink it, that girl was zooming around and stabbing the air quicker than my eyes could perceive. All I know is I gotta get me some of that.